Welcome to Expert Energy Exchange, brought to you by Hornet Corporation, where we focus on energy realities, not energy narratives. Today, we're addressing a statement you've probably heard repeated for years. Oil is the enemy. But that framing misses the real issue. The real threat isn't oil, it's energy scarcity. Energy scarcity is what happens when there isn't enough affordable, reliable energy to meet demand. And when that happens, the consequences don't stay theoretical. They show up fast and everywhere. Energy isn't just fuel. It's the foundation of modern civilization. It powers food production, transportation, manufacturing, healthcare, emergency services, national defense. When energy becomes scarce or unstable, prices rise, inflation accelerates, and economic pressure builds across the entire system. We've seen this firsthand in recent years. When energy supply tightens, whether through policy decisions, underinvestment, or geopolitical disruption, the ripple effects are immediate. Higher fuel costs raise transportation costs. That raises food prices. That raises the cost of living. And the burden always lands first on working families and energy-dependent industries. Now here's the part that often gets ignored. Global energy demand is not declining. It's increasing. Population growth, industrial expansion, global trade, technology, data centers, logistics. None of these are shrinking. Even the most aggressive energy transition forecasts show that oil remains a critical part of the global energy mix for decades to come. Not because of politics, because of scale, reliability, and energy density. Oil doesn't just fuel vehicles. It underpins aviation, shipping, agriculture, petrochemicals, manufacturing, medical supplies, and nearly every modern supply chain. If you remove oil too quickly, without a viable replacement operating at the same scale, you don't get a smooth transition. You get scarcity. And scarcity doesn't punish producers, it punishes consumers. High energy prices don't hurt oil companies. They hurt families, farmers, manufacturers, and small businesses. They compress margins, they slow growth, they destabilize economies. This is also why energy has always been tied to national security. Countries that produce their own energy are more resilient, less exposed to external leverage, less vulnerable to supply shocks and political pressure. Energy independence isn't a slogan, it's a strategic reality. Now, none of this means innovation stops. Modern oil production is cleaner, more efficient, and more technologically advanced than at any point in history. Automation, precision drilling, emissions reduction technologies, and data-driven operations have fundamentally changed how energy is produced. Renewables absolutely play a role, but they are supplements, not substitutes, at current scale. The real risk comes from pretending oil can simply be eliminated without consequences. Because no civilization in history has voluntarily abandoned its primary energy source before securing a reliable replacement. Every time energy becomes scarce, progress slows. Stability erodes, costs rise. So if we want a future that's cleaner, stronger, and more resilient, the conversation has to be grounded in reality. Oil isn't the enemy. Energy scarcity is. And solving that problem requires pragmatism, engineering, and long-term thinking, not ideology. This is Expert Energy Exchange from Hornet Corporation.